Other than you. Who's Peter?
Jesus' best friend.
Thank you. That was one of Jesus' best friends. That was his ride or die. All right. Who are the Pharisees and the Sadducees? Who knows? Who knows? Anybody know who that is?
The people that died with.
Who?
The people that died with.
No, those are the people that wanted to kill him. The Pharisees and the Sadducees. Can y'all sit up for a second? Y'all don't do me like that. Y'all sit up. All right. Thank you, sir. The Pharisees and the Sadducees was like two different religions. In other words, two different groups. They call them sects. S-E-C-T. Sects. In other words, they be like two gangs. Be like Bloods and Crips in your neighborhood. They had two different type of belief systems. They had two different type of ways of interpretation, how they thought people should live. But either way, and these two didn't even like each other. The Pharisees was over here in the north end, Sadducees in the south end. They didn't like each other, but the thing they had in common was neither one of them liked Jesus. Neither one of them. If y'all on social media, if you're texting, y'all please stop. We're in Bible study. All right? Sadducees and Pharisees, they did not like Jesus. They plotted together to kill him. They found this dude Judas. They offered him 30 pieces of silver to sell Jesus out. They were like, we're going to kill him. Now, the way they killed him was they found him in a garden called Gethsemane. All right? That was where Jesus hung out. That was his little hangout spot. Like some of y'all go to certain people's houses. Y'all like to go to the mall. Y'all like to go to the movie. That was their hangout spot. It's called the Garden of Gethsemane. All right? They were accusing Jesus of two things: blasphemy and treason. Blasphemy. Who can tell me what the sin of blasphemy is? Who can tell me? Kind of bragging, you right on it. He was saying he was God. That was blasphemy. But Jesus never said he was God. He said he was the Son of God. And so, but they was twisting it up. Anybody ever had somebody lie on them before in this room? And you got in trouble for it? Right. All right. And then so they also said that Jesus committed treason. Who can tell me what treason is? I told y'all last week, treason is what Snoop Dogg got arrested for. Snoop Dogg said he implied that somebody should kill Donald Trump. Right? In other words, somebody should kill the president or the king or the leader. And they were telling this guy here, King Pilate, that, hey, Jesus is going to kill you. He's going to take over this whole territory and you'll no longer be king. So they was telling a lie on Jesus so that the Romans would kill him. That's exactly what happened. Y'all need to know that. That's why they arrested Jesus, because he was a threat to them. Or in their minds, they thought he was. All right? King Herod and King Pilate, y'all will see them in the movie. They were like judges. And they were the ones that judged Jesus. Y'all all know what the cross is. I told y'all last week that cross weighed about 400 plus pounds. Jesus carried it all the way up the hill and he died on it. He took that cross to a place called Calvary. The name of the actual mountain is called Golgotha, which means mountain of the stone. But now we call it Calvary. Calvary means the place of salvation. That's what Calvary means. Mary Magdalene, who can tell me who she was?
Oh, she was a prostitute.
Yeah, she was a prostitute. Y'all remember that? Oh yeah, she was a doctor, ain't it? All right. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. She had 7 devils in her. Jesus ministered to her. Those devils were cast out. And then she became one of the first female disciples that Jesus ever had. When Jesus rose from the grave, how long was Jesus in the grave? Who can tell me that? 3 days. When Jesus rose from the grave after 3 days, the first person that saw him was Mary Magdalene. All right, and of course we all know who the devil was. All right, the devil entered into Judas. The Bible says in Luke 22 that the devil entered into Judas so that Judas would betray Jesus. Now, I've been teaching this all Easter about Judases, and the Holy Spirit would not let me bag away from it, even though we're going to watch a movie tonight. I told y'all 3 things of how to identify your Judases. If you're hanging out with somebody, a Judas is somebody that hangs out with you, that acts one way, like they cool with you, like they're down for you, and then they turn on you. All right? Then they turn on you.
Come on.
Judases, and I gave y'all 3 things that you need to know to identify your Judas. Number one is that if you're hanging out with somebody and do not have Christ in their life, they are a potential Judas, because you cannot trust somebody that does not have Christ in their heart. A person that does not have Christ in their heart will do anything. You know why they'll do anything? Because Christ is the thing that is the one that, y'all stop, pay attention. Christ is the one that compels you. That little voice that y'all hear right before I use Keontae, right before Keontae, man, I've been waiting all day at school to get out. You guys put the dick in the thing. And so he rolled it up. His mom and them ain't got home from work yet. He back there behind that big storage building, you know, behind their house they got a bunch of woods back there. So he back there rolling up. He like, I'm ready, revive. But while he doing that, Jesus on the inside of him is screaming, stop! No! Don't do it! 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 And he has to push past that. When a person doesn't have Christ in their life, they don't have that voice. They like, shoot, fire one up. Let's get it. Let's do it. Oh, let's go to the store and steal. Let's go to the mall. Let's go Jackson. Come on, let's do it. Man, let's go to the old girl house, man. Her mom and them going out of town for Easter break weekend. Let's do it. See what I'm saying? Let's do it. A person that doesn't have Christ in their heart will do anything. Number two, I told y'all how to identify Judas. If they have shown you already that they do not have your best interest in mind, take them for what they show you. If they lie on you once, they'll lie on you twice. If they lie on you 3 times, they'll lie on you 6 times. Woo. Because some of y'all rolling with some Judases, man. Really. That Judas might be your homegirl, might be your girlfriend, might be your boyfriend. Judases. I did a little experiment one time. I wanted to see how down somebody was for me. And so I told him, I said, hey man, look, something just happened, something went down. I need a place to stay for like a week. Dude say, you said a week? I said, yeah, like a week, I'm good, you know. I'm going through the transition, man. I need to stay at your house for a week. If you need something to eat. I was like, nah, dude, I don't have a place to stay. I need to come stay with you for a week. Nah, man, I'm not going to be able to do it. I was like, wow. I thought this dude was down for me. Let me tell you how it went a step further. Because I had to cut him off. This just happened. I just wanted to see. You know what he did? After I taught y'all about Judases, you know what he did? Our little clique, our little crew, they used to hang out together, watch the Dallas Cowboys and all that kind of stuff on Sundays. He went back to them and told them, oh man, that nigga done got put out of his house. He bought that big old house, man, talking about he got this, and this. He told everybody. Supposed to be my boy. Some of y'all have friends that are clowning you, that are talking about your business, running you down, and y'all still rocking with them. All right, third thing that I told y'all how to identify your Judas is that they'll sell you out to other people. Like I just said, they'll sell you out. If it makes them look good, they'll sell you out. Oh man, Cash, I love the way Cash dance. Cash be bop, 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 hitting it. But then when we get around other people, we be like, Cash to get out that nigga can't dance. They switch, they turn on you. All right, so what I'm going to do, this is the story of Jesus. I'm going to turn this movie on. I'm going to stop it from time to time. We'll talk about it. It's kind of creepy in the beginning. I hope y'all not really sensitive.